In this episode, we're taking the classroom outdoors. Welcome to my whiteboard. We're talking about what to pitch. Last episode, we talked how to pitch. This episode, get your notebooks out. It's intense. 13 must-have slides. Here we go. But I'm really excited about this. Because there in the shades of gray at the intersection is where change in life. Welcome to the Ask Dan Ram Show. Let's go. Cute dog. I want a dog. Ladies and gentlemen, this is part 2 of pitching. Last time we talked about how to pitch. This time we're talking about what to pitch. We've all watched Dragon's Den or Shark Tank. You've had that awkward person like, hi, my name is, it's miserable and so uncomfortable. And we've seen some really good pitches. By the way, if you want a really good pitch, a surprising one is Jimmy Kimmel. He pitches a ridiculous product of wearing horse pants. You gotta check it out, just YouTube it, it is hilarious. We'll put a link in the description below. But today I wanna turn the unlucky number 13 into the luckiest, most useful little piece of information for you. 13 slides, 13 things that you need to have for a good pitch. This is my whiteboard in nature. Welcome to Classroom Outside. So let's get started right now. When you walk into the room, when you meet the dragon, you need to have a title slide up. That's the first thing, a title slide. And on there, all you need is your logo and who you guys are. You're shaking hands and going, hi, my name is Dan Ram and I run this company. It's amazing. Let me tell you why. Slide number 2 is a business overview. 3 important things that need to happen in this slide. Number 1, what is the problem you're solving? Number 2, what is the solution that you have to that problem? And number 3, why should they even care? Why should they give you the next 10 minutes of their life? After all, you're probably one of hundreds of pitches that they've heard. It's really important that you get this slide down strong. Slide number 3, market opportunity. Market opportunity. This is where you say, you know what? It's not just me, investor man or woman, that has this problem. There's a bunch of us out there that have the same problem. There's a market out there. But don't have your head up in the skies. Also look at a target market and fancy word alert, customer acquisition. This is where you go, not only have we identified who we're going to get to, but we've identified how we're going to get to them. Next, demo. Don't waste time talking the talk. Show them that you've actually built it. And please bring anything. Bring a landing page at the very least. Bring an app, bring a prototype, bring a beta product, anything to show that you've gone just beyond thinking about this, but you're actually building this. Right after that, what you want to go through is business model. You want to show that you have a complete understanding, not just of the opportunity and not just a sample, but you know this product inside out. At the very least, bring a lean canvas and promise them that if they're interested, you'll send them a full business plan that shows you've done the research and you know how to build this. At this point, they're going, man, these guys are good, which is why you need to have what's called a brag sheet. This is where you say, hey, not only all talk, but we are securing the market now. This is either customers that you've got, or this is partners that you've aligned, or exclusive deal with suppliers and go, no one else will they supply to except for us. This is your opportunity to tell them you're serious and you're the ones they should be betting on. Next up, you want to show them that it's not just you, but competitors. Now, let me tell you something. Don't try not to have a competition slide. You're fooling nobody. It just shows you don't do good research if you go, we're the only ones in the market that do this. Competitors are a good thing. I highly suggest you get a matrix involved. So show that you compare to everyone else and how you are better off than everyone else. Which brings me to the next slide, which is barriers to entry. Not only do you want to show them that you're better now, but you're going to be on top and number 1 forever. How are you going to keep the competitors out? At this point, the investors are salivating. They're going, you know what? We need a piece of this, which brings us to financials. This is where you talk numbers with them. So numbers, financial overview. How much have you invested? What have you invested in? And what do you need investment for? Which brings you to the next slide. Use of proceeds. And you say, look, we have gone this far by ourselves. With your funding, we can go X, Y, and Z. And the reason I say X, Y, and Z is it's really useful to have 2 or 3 options. You say, guys, if you gave us, for example, 100,000, we could do this. If you gave us 200,000, we can do this. But if you gave us $500,000, we can take over the world. And at that point, also tell them a little bit about the exit strategy, which brings me to your third last slide, capital request. This is where you go, Mr. or Mrs. Investor, for X amount of money, we can give you Y percentage of our business. And you know what? We have an exit strategy. There is an out at the end of this, and this is going to be huge for us and for you included. You need to be part of this. You want to be a part of this. Which brings you to not just what they're investing, but who they're investing in. Your second last slide is your team. This is where you say, guys, we've got this, we've thought this through, and this is the team to invest in. Meet, boom, 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 on my team. At that point, they got their hand out, they got the checkbook out, they're ready to sign you on. Actually, that's not very realistic, but sometimes it could happen. Doesn't hurt to dream, does it? If they are excited, which hopefully they will be at the end of that pitch, instead of just having a slide that says questions behind you, have a slide that shows clearly your website, your social media, and how they can get in touch with you. Because hopefully by that point, they are so mesmerized, they're so amazed, that instead of you chasing them, they're trying to figure out how to chase you to get a piece of what you're offering them. So those are my 13 slides, the must-have slides, the must-have topics for an effective pitch. Hope that's helpful. If you have any suggestions, thoughts, as always, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and hashtag AskDanRam. Would love to answer your questions. Join us on this journey. So we're going to talk about pre-pitch, we're going to talk about pitch, and we're going to talk about post-pitch, because this is a conversation that really should not start when you're in the dragon's den.